Welcome to another Field of Glory 2 Digital League Season 9 battle. This is Biblical Division A, and this one of a paired match against Pompey the Flatulent. Great name, I feel less dignified every time I say it. I have the Lydians versus his Greeks. So, a nice, flat, open field. Good for his hoplites, good for my cavalry. Unfortunately, a lot of my infantry is irregular foot. Delightful. We do have hoplites, and we are absolutely going to max them out. No question. Okay. Taking a look at the Greek army, up to 11 light infantry skirmishers, a huge mass of hoplites of various sorts, and a pitiful complement of cavalry. So for starters, we're grabbing light horse. Drop them on each flank. They're very annoying. They're very cheap. Very good. Then we will grab infantry skirmishers, of which we can get 9. They can shuffle around as needed. The rest of our points will go into cavalry. Do I want light chariots at all? They can invade, they're cheap. Yeah, why not? Especially the cheap part. Very good. And then Lydian cavalry are the only lancers in the biblical era lists. Is that how we want to do it? Maybe, maybe not. It'll depend on his deployment. But we can always adjust the line if we need to. What have we got for commands? Normally, I wouldn't really be fine with that, but... And I'm still not going to, actually. Let's break it up a bit. There we go. Let's see his deployment. Lights on each wing. Armored and veteran hoplites in a big box. Shove the irregulars in that forest. And get our chariots and light cavalry moving. Let's see, 3 infantry skirmishers. We can assign 3 there and have, 6, 7. Alright. And these medium foot I might shove to the left to occupy this rough or built-up area. Chariots in support of our skirmishing cavalry. And the next turn I think we can start inching forward. My guess is going to be a tough match for the Lydians because of the shortage of troops and the fact that lancers can't really charge hoplites head on. But I could be wrong. Maybe I'll just lose both. Next turn. Okay, so we're gonna have to... No, not that. Start shifting over a little bit. See what we can do about getting chariots and cavalry behind. Right, and irregulars are also gonna switch flanks, I think. Okay. I suppose we need these. So we're going to try to get up here and then try to arc around while using lancers to lock in his heavies. But I wish we had more infantry. Next turn. Alright, we're going to keep inching along. Alright, so we'll go for a head-on clash here. Maybe some attempts at harassment from the flanks, and we'll see if we can get anywhere with that. Next turn. Alright, let's continue our march. I think we'll turn about here and try to anchor our irregular foot on the flank. No. It looks like we're going to have some fun time with lights coming up. Alright, so we'll try to meet him maybe here-ish. Maybe a little bit here, depending on how it works out. Next turn. Okay, now for the real business. Shove them off. Not quite, but we can pin them in. Good. Oh, that's a swamp there. Alright. Get more lights forward for harassment. Might turn these chariots around and see if I can't rush them to the other flank. Next turn. Bit messy. Okay, we need to be careful. We could intervene in these battles with our cavalry, but then our cavalry could just get bogged down and massacred. At the same time, I don't like the idea of simply losing all of my lights. Well, hoplites will turn about. Okay, we can begin some light skirmishing over here. This lot can move down to join the fray in the south. It's all turning kind of massively pointless, but there you have it. Let's leave the command on the hoplites and push the cavalry. Well, this is all very irritating. Let's see what happens if I charge. Not the best thing happens. Good. Alright, our reserve of irregular foot. How delightful. Running out of ways to avoid a decision. I don't think I will charge with my cavalry here. I think I must keep them in reserve. Yeah, any temporary gain from that would be immediately wiped out by the loss of my horse. Okay. See how that goes, and we might in fact want to keep moving these units this way in case the armored cavalry try to push through the marsh. Next turn. Ah, yes. I think I may have seen that and forgotten about it, unfortunately. Well, I can take comfort in the fact that I've committed less to this fight than he has. Lancers. I need to be careful not to get zone of control locked. well, let's general up and then just crunch into these like jabs. Good. Loose. Held firm. We might get forced to move soon by these skirmishers, but not yet. Not yet. Alright, keep shifting around to the flank. Armored hoplites. Tempting. If we pursue, we'll end up somewhere weird and terrible, most likely. So I think we should not do it. Alright, good for now, I'd say. Alright, Pompey asked me, how come you get the one unit of lancers that's not prone to suicidal pursuit charges? Let's see what happened. Very curious. Break. Oh. Okay, that could be useful, although it could just make us get surrounded and butchered. Okay, well, why don't we try something stupid? Good. That locks in these two units. General up on here. Shove, and now we're uphill at least, so it's even despite the fact that we're fighting veterans. Give them a shove. So now these are effectively paralyzed. Good. All right. What are these? Armored hoplites. Armored hoplites. Okay. Withdraw. And let's see. Shuffle off to the flank. Not useful. Why can't we move here? It's selecting that tile for some reason. Okay, lock in these units. There we go. Very awkward maneuvering. Let's charge. Hold firm, of course, of course. Okay, so if he charges my chariots, he might break them and chase them. Or they'll hold firm at fragged and then we can subsequently flank armored cavalry. Let's see. There, into the marsh. And what to do with this unit? Anything? I don't think so. Either of these tiles would then lock our cavalry into a melee. So I think we just need to sit and wait and see which way things go. Next turn. Alright, let's see how we do. Ah. Ooh. That could be amusing, actually. Well, that's a little bit less amusing. Because we're gonna get flanked. I'm surprised they didn't charge into our flank. Okay then. Yeah, very annoying. Yeah, this breakthrough didn't actually end up being a good thing at all. Well, let's just chase off these skirmishers. Or fail to do that. Good. Let's get ready for the flank on either of these units. How is the charge? Pretty bad. I don't think we should do it yet. We can endure a little bit more fire from his lights. If I move here, I block in my own cavalry. Probably don't want to do that. Think about it. He set it up nicely so that there's nothing I can do to prevent this flank attack. Well, alright. Let's go for the charge then. These are raw hoplites. So at least on impact we'll be advantaged with our irregulars. Turn and face and put the pressure on. Good. Let's start moving towards the main battle if we can. Good. This unit, I think we're going to need to protect the flank. Yeah, I think Pompey's going to win both matches, so well done to him. These guys are useless. I guess they're going to have to pile on here. We can bounce it, or we can fall. No, we can't even fall back. So we can get flank attacked or charge in and then get massacred. So this unit, he's lamenting that they broke through, but it's actually really quite awful for them. Alright. Next turn. Yeah, the only question is how rapidly do we fold here? And what effect does that have? None yet. Fragged, huh? Double dropping against less well armored troops. No, thank you. Alright, we've got to charge in to cover the flank of our General Dup unit. Good. Fall back. In we go. Get ready to flank. Do our rear charge and we'll bounce off if we lose the melee. We don't. Maybe we have a chance here. You know what? I'd rather just keep heading towards the main action. And we go again. Disruption. It's not that helpful now, unfortunately. We need to stand here and get shot at because we cannot expose this tile. Well, next turn, if he doesn't move these raw hoplites up, then we can charge the armored hoplites with our irregulars and then hit these in the rear. I think we're still going to lose this match, but we should get some good damage in. It's been a series of brutal losses for the last several games. Next turn. Blocked me in with lights. It's a filthy, filthy trick. hold? No, we don't. Oh, bad luck. Bad luck. If we'd held out, if we hadn't double dropped there, we'd have been fine. Here, I forgot that those guys were in there. And now I'm trapped, at least temporarily. So that's just sloppy play on my part. Alright, back in we go. I have to bounce off here. And yeah, we lost our opportunity. Held firm. Alright, this should be wrapped up quickly then. Held firm again. Alright, shove them off. Or don't. Oh, it's another wipeout. It's another wipeout. I've had a pretty tough time using hoplite armies recently. My brain just seems not to love it. Alright, so Pompey said that he decided that in the mirror to just rush the irregular foot into the rough ground, and that left a bunch of my hoplites pinned. Yeah, I don't know. Normally I feel like I've learned something from the match, but I'm kind of at a loss here as to what I should have done differently. I mean, other than a general feeling that I've not been playing particularly well with these sort of massed hoplite armies recently, but I also haven't been playing particularly well fighting them either. So yes, a decisive 2 wins to Pompey. Oh, well, that could help. For a moment, but no, held firm. Well, first off, let's bounce this. Then charge. Ah, yes. Very decisive. Turn and face, and yeah. So this seems weird to disorder myself, but it would actually disorder the hoplites as well, unlocking my swordsman POA. So running through these buildings to escape is not actually so bad. Held firm, held firm. That doesn't really matter, does it? Can block it either way. Maybe next turn it'll end, or I might drag out for 2 more. Pompey's asking if my playing with a certain Viking shield wall list, if it scarred me so badly that I now have a phobia of using spearmen. You know, that feels entirely possible. But yes, it is games such as this that make me regret somewhat my no surrender rule. Double drop. A couple more like that, and we should finish it. No, I don't want that. Oh, man. Alright. Well, in you go. How is this? Yeah, see, this is interesting. Both are disordered. So yeah, if you're fighting hoplites, you might sometimes need to stick your lancers in a village, weirdly enough. I keep forgetting these guys are here, for Christ's sake. Alright, goodbye now. Got a GG of no rallies, so hopefully our agony is finally at an end. There we go, 25. No! No, why? No, I don't want that. Alright. Yeah, get away from that cohesion check range. Okay. Alright, step into the open so we can't be charged by lights. And yeah, unfortunately, we have to keep going. Next turn, again. Oh, thank God. Uh, so, my standard routine at the end of a match is to, talk through what usually the loser, either myself or my opponent, could have done better. In this case, I'm not really sure what I should have been doing differently. So, if you can think of anything, you tell me. I mean, the fact that I can't think of what I obviously did wrong is a sign that I was doing something wrong. But yeah, I'm just really not sure. So, what I will say is very well done to Pompey, as usual. And till next time.